Hey everybody, Crow back again with another Pinball FX3 table. We are looking at the last table in Williams Pinball Pack number 4. We are looking at Hurricane. And before I continue, I have to say that I did get this table pack for free from Zen Studios, and I am playing on PC, which case this version is uncensored. So if you're playing on a console and you see some minor differences, it may be because of the censorship, although I think that the censorship details are on this table are so minute you might not even notice them. But I will have a video in the future covering all the censorship differences as I've done in the past for previous tables. But let's move on to Hurricane.
Hurry, 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 step right this way.
So this is Hurricane, released by Williams in August 1991. Designed by Barry Ausler. Now right now we're looking at the game being played in the single classic player arcade mode with the enhancements turned off, which means, as mentioned in the Whitewater and Roadshow videos, this table is one of the first to introduce the new flipper physics. Now when you hear the name Hurricane, you might initially expect this to have a theme based on weather, but it's not. This is an amusement park theme table, and in fact is the third in a trilogy of tables that started with Comet in 1985, with Cyclone following in 1988, and finally Hurricane in 1991. Each of these tables is named after the featured roller coaster in each of the fictitious amusement parks, and these tables themselves act as the playground for the entire amusement park. This third and final table in the series, of course, features the Hurricane roller coaster, which is the ramp that feeds the ball on the path all the way around the table and beyond to feed the ball to the left flipper. This also happens to be the path the ball takes when launched and is also the skill shot. Another feature includes the juggler, who will flip the ball from one hand to the other and will also lock the balls if ball lock is activated. Locking two balls is all that's necessary for multi-ball, since launching the ball while two balls are locked will automatically start multi-ball. When the mystery scoring is lit, hitting the juggler will also activate the mystery wheel, which causes a pretty cool spinning effect on the back box, making it seem that the coaster is going through a corkscrew. The mystery score can sometimes award a decent amount of points or start modes or light certain things, but most annoyingly there's a chance it could award you with absolutely nothing. And that could get really annoying if it happens multiple times in a game. Other features in the game are actually returning from Comet and Cyclone. This includes the Ferris wheel from Cyclone, which returns, except this time it's a double Ferris wheel, and the Comet roller coaster returns as well in Hurricane. It happens to be the center ramp. I also have to mention that the Dunk the Dummy shot returns from Comet as well. I'm not really going to go in depth on scoring, but I do want to address the achievement for this table, which is scoring 10 million points during clown time, and could arguably be one of the hardest achievements in Williams Pinball to get so far. In order to activate clown time, you have to perform 6 tasks that each activate a light on the clown's face near the flippers. These tasks are doing the Ferris wheel while it's active, riding the Hurricane, dunking the dummy, hitting all the ducks in the shooting gallery, getting all the cats, which are the standing targets on the right side of the table, and getting the 300,000 point shot on the Comet, which basically means hitting it, I think it's like 3 or 4 times in a row. Because basically when you make the first shot on Comet, the point score increases and keeps increasing unless you wait too long, then the value resets. But once all 6 lights are activated, hitting the Hurricane shot will activate clown time, and every shot will be worth 50,000 points. The Ferris wheel, Comet, and Hurricane shots will be worth 500,000 points at first, 750,000 points for the second shot, and 1 million points for every shot after that. Even with all those points being given out, it can be tough to reach 10 million points. The best strategy is to really get the ball on the right flipper and shoot the Comet shot again and again and again until the mode is over. Doing that should get you over 10 million points. Another strategy might be to stack multi-ball on top of clown time, so you have 3 balls racking up points instead of just 1. But even if that's not possible for you, the thing to note that's not really mentioned at all is that the 10 million points doesn't have to be earned during a single clown time. You could get clown time multiple times in a single ball, and it isn't until the end of the ball when those clown time points are added together and added to your score, and that's when the achievement is awarded. It still might be difficult to achieve, but it's certainly easier than trying to achieve 10 million points in 25 seconds. Now, Hurricane was one of those tables I played many times when I was in high school. The Aladdin's Castle in the mall by my house had one for quite a while, and I enjoyed it while at the same time not really understanding the rules at the time. I just really liked the goofy stuff in this table, like the Hurricane ramp that passed above the flippers, the double Ferris wheel, and of course the spinning roller coaster on the back box. I'll easily recommend this table to anyone, as it's a nice slow table for beginners with shots that aren't too difficult, and more advanced players may have fun earning the palace letters or trying to activate clown time, or better yet, going for clown time with multi-ball activated. Every time I wind up coming back to this table, I have more fun than I think I will. Now that I've talked about all I've wanted to with this table, let's talk about the enhancements you can enable with a push of a button. Aside from the standard wall art and the flipper color scheme changes, there are a few interesting updates with the enhancements turned on. Now when the ball rides the Hurricane, it passes by a carousel that speeds up as the ball passes by. There are now animated ducks by the targets in the shooting gallery. The Hurricane ramp now has a flashy sign that reads, "Ride the Hurricane," but the main addition has to be the clown just above the Dunk the Dummy target. As usual, like characters in previous tables, he's got his own series of animations like dancing, juggling, or throwing pies. But if you don't really like clowns or think that clowns are evil, he's not going to do anything to change your mind, especially not with that grin on his face. Not to mention the fact that when the game's over, he'll blow up a red balloon and float away, and then I start remembering that It Chapter 2 comes out later this year, and I think I'll stop about here before I get too off track. So up next, you'll see some side-by-side comparisons of the Zen Physics versus the single classic player arcade setting, a comparison of the table with no enhancements with the enhancements on, and this version of the table compared with the Pinball arcade version of the table. And then following that will be a full game I played during the stream when I initially played this in the single classic player arcade mode with the enhancements turned on, and there will be some final commentary after that. Alright, first up, we're comparing the single player physics versus the single classic player physics, aka the original Zen physics on the left, with the new and improved ball and flipper physics on the right, the more realistic physics. One of the arguments I've heard people arguing is just the naming convention is just so... You don't know what you're selecting. They should have just put what the physics are instead of just relying on single classic player or classic single player or whatever. But that may be an argument for another time. What we moved on to now is looking at the enhancements off on the left and the enhancements on the right. It was pretty thorough. There's not much more other than the carousel, the ducks, and the clown, although you got the Ride the Hurricane sign as well. But, you know, I like it with the enhancements on. There's just enough. They're not overbearing, and the clown works really well. But again, if you don't like clowns, you're not going to like the enhancements turn on, because that clown can get pretty annoying. And right now we're looking at Pinball FX3 on the left with Pinball Arcade on the right. One of the first things I notice is that the playfield is whiter on the Pinball Arcade side. I don't know if there's a reason for that. A little bit greener on the Pinball FX3 side. I might have to look at realistic tables to see which is more accurate, because I'm not really sure. It's been a long time since I've seen this in real life. Another thing is that the ramps and everything, especially above the flippers, instead of like a clear plastic on the Pinball Arcade side, it's like really white and foggy. And it's more in the way as I think, but also on the Pinball Arcade side, the lights have that overglow under the table, which is a little bit more realistic than what Pinball FX3 does. And of course, you've got the differences in the ball physics that you've been seeing. But for right now, we're gonna see a game I had during the stream.
End it all. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Step right this way.
That's that.
Guess your weight.
Yep, that gave us what we needed. But now, I mean, you don't have to make the million shot to light the clown, but once you have the million shot, why don't you just go for it? think it might... Nope, didn't time out yet. I think the more you do it, the quicker it'll time out. And I just lost the ball. Doing that mess. Yeah, YouTube is being really goofy. And he throws the pie. I don't think that counted. Okay, what do we need? We need the... We need the double Ferris wheel. Oh yeah, we could do the spinner, of course. Or the wheel. Instant lock, okay. I guess we could go for multi-ball.
What kind of throw is that?
Or I could just go for the dummy.
I could be sitting here all day.
Oh, that should have had him. Man, that was really close again. Double Ferris wheel, I need that. Yeah, YouTube is back. I don't know, maybe it's an issue with YouTube. I really don't know. It reset all my settings before I started streaming as well, so...
You've got an arm like a wet rag.
Got him.
See the clown perform his amazing...
Oh, this is great. Because now I've got the second lock. So, if I can launch the ball and hit the ramp right away, we'll have 3-ball multi-ball with clown time. Which I screwed up there. There we go, we got clown time going. Whoa.
What's this?
I really don't know how good of a clown time we're going to get if we're not hitting ramps and stuff. There we go. Ah! That was like probably one final shot for that clown time. Oh, nope. Extra ball, okay, we'll take it. And ball locked again. Oh, this is more interesting than it seems like. Not quite. Ball 2. Wow, I just enabled that lock just in time to get it locked. So that means we got multi-ball coming again.
1 million.
Ah. I don't know if I could save that ball. Oh, that one's gone too. So much for that multi-ball. Times 3!
Take your best shot. I could be sitting here all...
Is that extra ball? Is that 2 extra balls now? You should go for... Oh, man. There we go. Because I need to light his mouth, and that's how you... The Cyclone is the way you light the mouth. With one more shot there. So now his mouth is lit. But since I got million shots going, why not go for those million shots? And keep this up for as long as I can. Which seems like it wasn't that long, because now it's over. Whoa. Okay, double Ferris wheel. That's lit. That's fine. Yeah, YouTube is having problems again.
See the clown perform his amazing trick. Ride the Ferris wheel.
The Ferris wheel's lit again, so we'll go on that again. Oh, I didn't even realize that was lit.
I could be sitting here all day.
Well, since we have clown time going, I might as well just go up the center ramp. Shoot, how did I miss that up? Come on.
It's the clown catastrophe.
Yeah, this is a clown catastrophe.
No hands.
I think it's over. There we go. Ball one locked.
Prizes.
Oh yeah, it's clearly a great thing. But I think I'm doing it the way it's not really intended to be done. Oh, I spelled Palace. There we go, Palace jackpot. It's almost a 10 million points there. And here after I said I won't be getting that Palace jackpot, and oh man, it just decided. It's like, yeah, screw you with your 10 million points. And then we got our, I think we had 2 clown times in that one ball. Almost 10 million with that one clown time, with that combined clown times. And that's how you get the achievement for this. Although you have to get 10 million in clown time, so I wouldn't have gotten the achievement there, but I think in the game I actually did get the achievement for this table. I had a 15 million clown time total. What's not lit? Everything. We need to go for ducks. We need to go for... Wow. Well, that's just a sad, sorry ball. Again, why not do the ramps if we can? Besides, we still need to light it. Should be lit now. No, it's not. This shot will light it. Oh, we blew the million. Quick score!
What kind of throw is that?
Oh, I need to hit the dummy.
My grandma throws better than you.
Yeah, nothing's lit there, so...
What kind of throw is that?
Game ain't doing nothing for me. Only one more duck. I gotta have that second lock. I should probably try for that. This is ball number 2 as well.
I could be sitting here all day.
There's our last duck.
Polished Ferris wheel. You got an arm like a wet rat.
Come on. Alright,
Come on, ugly.
multi-ball again. Special. Oh, I blew that. I like how everything... Oh, man, I blew it big time. Woo. I wonder if the special's still lit. Yep, it is. Oh, man. Okay, I was doing that just so I could pass it to... Oh, man.
Dunk the dummy.
Trying for the... Oh, man, I totally blew that. So I'll not know what the special is. Okay, and he threw that, and... we'll put our name in. Because that's a pretty good clown time. And then we'll do it again for... a great score! And watch the clown on the table. He's gonna blow up a balloon, and he's kind of floating away. We'll get to see him like float on by. Bye-bye, Mr. Clown! And that's Hurricane. Boy, what a game that was. A lot of great stuff happened, and a lot of really crappy things happened, especially those last couple balls where I had the special lit, and I couldn't hit one of the easiest shots in the game to get the special. That's kind of ridiculous watching this again, and it makes me want to go back to this table and just do it again, because this is a fun table. Like I said earlier, I would recommend this for beginners, and someone like me who's a little bit more advanced than beginners, I'd say I'm kind of in the middle. I'd say I'm a little bit average, maybe a little bit above average if I want to be a little bit egotistical. I could have a really good time on this table knowing what the rules are. So I would really recommend this table for anyone. Every time I see this table, I think, oh, it's just Hurricane, and then I play it and I have a ball playing it. So that's the end of this video. If you did like the video, I would recommend hitting that like button. And if you like the video and you haven't yet subscribed, I would suggest subscribing, because I do have plenty of videos just like this on my channel, Pinball FX3, Pinball Arcade, and Zacharia Pinball, and other stuff. And there will be more videos to come. Thanks for watching.